Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. So today I want to pour a flower, and first I want to brush a little bit of the Chameleon pigment into my mold. I use the Chameleon pen 861 from Petra Jungblut, and it's a beautiful color shift. I think it's like blue, purplish, turquoise. There are a lot of colors in there and it's beautiful. So with these pens, you only brush the surface of the Druzy effect. And yeah, you don't have mostly no particles on your resin piece or on your mold. So you don't need to clean your mold because it's pressed mica in this pen. And with a little spring, you can put your sponge into the lid, and then you have a little bit more mica on your sponge. So it's very easy to use, and I like this technique very much. And there I have brushed my mold. By the way, this is the Druzy Trinket mold from MoldsandShapes. It's the Geode form, and it's the M size. So I can go further now with my bloom, and I used here the mastercast resin. I have the clear resin here, and I'm pouring this into my mold. I make sure that I have maybe 2 or 3 millimeters left for my back layer, so my mold is not completely full. This mold can hold, I think, yeah, maybe you can have a look at the website at MoldsandShapes, but I think it holds around about 420 grams of resin. So you have the raised edge, and you have the plateau, I always say, the centerpiece, where it's very smooth, where it's very level. I don't know how to say this, but where you can design your flower. So there I have some stones in a bluish tone. They have a little bit the effect of, I don't know how to say this, maybe like an abalone shell, but they are stones, and I guess they are also artificial stones. I'm not 100% sure. And I have those glass stones in gold, and this is my center. So normally I never put a center first, but this time I thought I just do it. And now I can continue with my colors. I have here my white. The white is the pigment drops from Etta Art, and this is just the pigment drops. And I mix it like skim milk, not too opaque. And you see I go in a wiggly spiral around the mold. So nothing special, just a wiggly spiral, because I want my flower not to be too exact, if you know what I mean. And now I have here the Aura Gold and the Lemon Yellow. The Lemon Yellow is a pigment paste from Petra Jungblut, and the Aura Gold is just an interference gold, which I mixed into my yellow. And look at this bright yellow. I wanted to create finally a bright yellow flower, so I hope it's gonna work. And I'm taking here my dotting tool just to smoothen out. People are asking, you know, how many degrees my resin has, what temperature. I'm not measuring temperature. I mix the mastercast resin, then I mix my colors, and then I start pouring. Mixing colors always takes me a little bit time, so I guess after stirring my resin, after mixing my resin, and after I finished my colors, it's like 10 minutes later. So this is what I always do. Anyway, now I can draw my flower pattern, and I just go from the outside to the inside. And I'm very curious how this yellow is behaving, because I've never used it. It's the first time. It's one of the newest pigment pastes from Petra Jungblut. So just, if you like, just have a look in the description box for all the products I'm using. There are also discount codes, so just have a look if you're interested. So you see I'm making many petals. I like this design when there are many petals and that's why I'm drawing so many petals. So I do a little swirl, even though it doesn't make so much sense because I have my stones in the center, but let's wait and see, you never know. From this side it already looks quite good, so I'm very curious how it's looking on the other side. And by the way, there are people, you know, who want to achieve their flowers only without any blobs. I think sometimes the blobs are really, yeah, giving the right, I don't know, something to give your whole piece a lot more depth. So it's always a matter of taste. I like both versions depending on the blobs, and sometimes also depending on the design that I like it without the blobs, because sometimes the flowers are too flat, I think, and then you don't get the 3D effect. So it's a mixture of both, which I like. Anyway, half a day later I could take care for my back layer, and I just use here the ultra cast resin, medium viscosity resin, mixed it, and I have here from Let's Resin the dark blue, and I'm just drizzling this into my mold because I want to achieve a sort of crackle effect. I could have just poured it in the center, but then I was afraid that it would not spread out to the sides because I wanted to have it really also as a proper background. So that's why I didn't do it. And I thought here the dark blue from Let's Resin, the Chameleon pigment, matches very well with the pigment pen, Chameleon pen from Just Paint from Petra Jungblut. So yeah, I thought that's a perfect match for my whole design. I let this just move, and then I can demold the next day. I had a little bit of overflow. I guess you saw that I put a stick beneath, and it's because I'm on holiday. Sometimes I take a little bit of resin with me so I can be creative. I like it being on holiday and do something. And yeah, my table was not completely leveled, and this is what's happening. You see also this tiny bit of overflow, but anyway, I can snip this off, I can trim this off, and then everything is sorted. And just let's have a look for the design. And look at this. I really love it. I love the background. I love this blue, purple, turquoise color. It's very beautiful at the outside, and I love the flower. The flower really has so much depth also because of this background. And I am glad that I have chosen those stones. I think it matches perfectly. And this is the final result. I'm outside. I'm in Wales. We are at a lake. And I thought it's perfect for a nice end video. So with this and a little bit of impression where I am at the moment, I love and leave you. I thank you for watching and take care, guys. Bye bye.